All right, hello teachers in differentiation. Jasmine Mendez here. I just want to take a moment to walk you briefly through how to set up an account and get used to working with the CAST UDL Exchange website, because we'll be doing quite a bit of things with this site throughout this course. So first you want to be sure to select the link, which is udlexchange.cast.org, and you can find that there on the page that I've set up for you on the course site. Once you're on this home page, you'll see two main things, the what is CAST UDL Exchange and how do I get started. There's a couple of more items on the page to just kind of review what you'll see on the site, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But for starters, you'll want to select this green box here so that you can pull up a video on what this site is about. You'll select play and watch the short 2 to 4 minute video. Once you've done that, you can get started. You'll want to get started by creating an account. It's a free account, you don't have to pay anything, and all you need is an email address. So you'll set up a username, your first name, last name, email address, verify your email, select a password that you'll remember, verify the password, and then input a confirmation code. That confirmation code is there just to ensure that you're not a robot. Then you will create an account. It'll send an email to you to the email that you've provided, letting you know that your account has been created. Once you've created an account, you can sign in. So you can go to the home page, sign in. I already have an account created, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. My username is there. Type in my password, sign in, and you'll see here, getting started, 3 types of materials. There are 3 types of materials that we'll be looking at throughout this course, but I want us to get started with UDL lessons. That's the one in the middle. You'll select Browse, and you'll see a whole page for searching lessons, resources, and collections pop up. Now, it may seem overwhelming at first, but I just want you to go through to the left-hand side, the orange column there on the left, scroll down, and just simply begin a simple search by selecting your content area of interest. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and choose English Language Arts. That'll pull up some things, but as I can see, these grade levels are not really the ones I'm interested in. So I'm going to go back to my search area, and I'm going to select a grade range. Preferably for me, I'm going to say 7th through maybe 12th grade. And then it's going to pull up some new resources pulled up here. And so most of these, as you can see, are lessons. And I can change that if I want to resources or collections, but there's nothing there. So these are all lessons. So I'm going to go and just take a look at, I teach poetry. Let me take a look at this lesson, High School English from Photo to Poetry. I'm going to select it, and it pulls up a lesson plan that somebody has actually uploaded and used in their classrooms for me to take a look at. So your goal for this activity is to read through the lesson carefully and take note of any UDL strategies, technology use, and other differentiation techniques used by the teacher. Also, read the author's reflection, because that's a great insight as to how the lesson went and what they thought about and what they were reflecting on as they were creating and implementing this lesson. Also notice that here off to the side, there are these little circle information icons. This pulls up more information about each of the headings within the lesson. So if you're interested in learning more, that's a great place to go. So read through the lesson. You can choose one or more than one. If the first one you choose is not of interest or useful to you, you can just go select back, and your list of lessons will show up, and take the time to find at least one really good lesson that you think you could use or adapt for your own classroom. And then, once you've selected the lessons, let's say if I do choose the High School Photo to Poetry, the URL of that lesson shows up here. So I'm simply going to copy and paste this link and then post it to the discussion board that I've posted on the Moodle course site for you to share with others, because the lesson you chose might be of interest to someone else. So then once you're done, you'll want to be sure to go back to the course and go ahead and respond in the UDL Exchange Sample Lesson Reflection Discussion Board with your reflection and thoughts on the lesson you chose from the CAST UDL Exchange website. If you have any questions, please email me. The directions to how to do this are also on the course site in written form. Thank you guys, and I look forward to reading your lessons and your reflections later on this week.